Okay, we now know the Clippers will face the Mavs in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Monty, I'm going to start with you on this one. Who do you give the edge to in this matchup?
Golly. See, this is that conversation where health becomes everything, y'all. The Mavs are playing great basketball. And again, the refrain of coaches as we're finishing down the stretch of this season is rhythm. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. But I can remember sitting courtside for multiple Clippers games, and when they are healthy, I thought that the force that they could play with on both sides of the ball was like top 3 in the league when you talk about the Nuggets and the way that the Boston Celtics have played. This is a really, really tough one. I'm just going to be a victim of recency bias here, and I'm going to give the edge to the Mavs in terms of the rhythm that they have right now. Ooh, that's tough.
Well, it's not tough for me, Monica. I'm going with the Dallas Mavericks. You look at their last 19 games, they're 15-4. You look at two pure scorers that can get a bucket whenever they want to, but we know they're going to be on the basketball court. We can't live in the if Kawhi's healthy,
You're right.
if Paul George, because we know if was a fifth, we all be drunk. Joe, you like Hennessy. You like Hennessy, Joe?
I dabble.
Okay, I'm a tequila man. So I'm going with the Dallas Mavericks. Plus, I love, after making a trade for Gafford and also P.J. Washington, how this team collectively, not just those two guys, but collectively have bought into the defensive end. It's made a huge difference in their team and the reason why they're having that success right now.
Clippers 8-1 to win the championship right now. Mavericks 25-1 to win the championship. Not exactly close, but in terms of what they bring to the table right now, see where you guys are coming from. The Mavericks are the red-hot team. They look to be extremely consistent this time of year. They win a game against Miami last night that most people didn't think they'd win because they locked up that playoff seed, and Miami was still jockeying into position. Thing is, though, the Clippers are known to bring you in. They're known to give you the old banana in the tailpipe. You'll end up in this situation liking them. They'll win a series. And then when everyone buys in, that's when they end up falling apart. I would lean to the Clippers here. I think the defense and I think the home court advantage of the team.
Well, I was bought in early last year when they was playing the Phoenix Suns. And Kawhi Leonard had that amazing game 1, I believe game 2 as well. And then next thing you know, we didn't hear any more from him.
Yeah, that was it.
I was bought in.
The problem has always been consistency with them. I think they can come together. This is the first year with James Harden. Feels like at least one series they'll shock everybody. We'll all come on TV and talk about how they're the scariest team in the West. And then inevitably they let everyone down in the semis.
Well, God, I get it, right? Harry's absolutely right in terms of the health as a part of this conversation. But all right, let's just go to the people patrolling the sidelines for a second, y'all. And Tyronn Lue has been terrific with this group this year. He's one of the most beloved coaches in the league. And then you got Jason Kidd on the other end, right? I think this is a little tougher than we think it is, Harry, because if the Clippers are healthy, to me, they've got the caliber of defenders who can make it as difficult as possible on Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Now, granted, you probably are not going to stop both of those guys. You hope to contain it. And then you look at their ability to match up with a Gafford or a P.J. Washington. Like, Kawhi Leonard is still an outstanding defender, right? You got the Zubats and the Tice in the paint in terms of matching up with Gafford. This one really, y'all, it could be a toss-up. If the conversation was both teams are healthy, I would probably lean Clippers, but right now, because I do believe in momentum and rhythm, I'm going to lean toward the Mavericks in this one.
See, what makes me nervous about the Clippers, too, when they play those athletic point guards, when you have a guy like Kyrie, a De'Aaron Fox, other players on other teams, say Gilgeous-Alexander, the Clippers have struggled this year. They struggled big time trying to contain people of that stature. So I think Kyrie is going to have a field day if he plays the Clippers.
The Maverick defense has been exceptional during this run here at the end of the season. That's going to be the key to all of it. That has to carry over.
I agree with you.
Defense is the difference. Right now in the modern NBA, your offense is your floor. It comes down to what you can do defensively. If you go back over the last 25 years, the 50 teams that have made it to the NBA Finals, 40 of those teams have ranked in the top 10 in defensive efficiency. Right now, neither of these teams is in the top 10, but the Mavericks are ascending. If they can carry that over into this series, it's their series to win.
When it comes to Dallas, though, I also love the joy that they're playing with. You know, Kyrie Irving made a wonderful defensive stance last night, and he was on the floor. Dallas went down, scored a basket. The first person to him, Luka. Man, they're happy playing with each other. They're enjoying the game of basketball right now. I can't say or state that case for them last season, but it's definitely showing up right now.
We're going to see, y'all. This should be a fun series for sure. At a bare minimum, it should be a fun one.
Monica feels like she could go back and forth on this 10 times before we start the actual series.
And it's tough, though, because if they're healthy, the Clippers, this is a team that we can possibly see contending for an NBA championship.
Yeah. You forget about Kawhi Leonard when he turns it on this time of year. Like, that's the thing. He can go missing in action for 2 months, and you forget about him, and then the playoffs come around, and you go, damn, why am I betting against Kawhi? Why am I betting against PG-13? I've seen this before.
And Joe, to your point about teams with the ability to defend, right? Those two, right? We think of them offensively, I think, just because of the nature of the NBA this year. But those two, if they are deciding to lock it up defensively, you've got two terrific defenders. Like the idea of Kawhi Leonard or Paul George having to guard Luka Doncic, like give me my popcorn. I'm interested in watching this unfold. Like Terrence Mann is a scrappy defender, versatile for those guys. Maybe he draws the assignment of Kyrie Irving. Like, who knows? Oh man, y'all, this is gonna be a terrific series. It's playoff time, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh, that's right.
Best part about it, both teams are locked into their playoff seeding right now. They can rest the rest of the way. They don't have to limp into that opening round. People can get healthy. People can get recharged. This time of year, talking about the Lakers, talking about the Warriors spilling everything they have just to qualify for the play-in. The teams that have earned the right to rest this time of year, remember, this is the load management league. Everyone wants to rest. Everyone wants optimum efficiency so they can perform at a high level. If you're about to embark on this run, both these teams getting an opportunity to rest heading into the opening round, that makes for great theater.
Let me ask y'all two this. If it comes to one possession, who do y'all have more faith in to win the basketball game? If it's a one-possession ball game, you count on Luka and Kyrie or PG and Kawhi?
Clippers. I want Westbrook putting up that shot.
Joe, I mean, legit, though. I mean, another terrific defender, right?
Key, off the bench, he's been huge.
Harry. I think I'm going to give a slight edge to the Clippers for real, though.
I'm on fire.